Ever seen someone in their 80s hiking a mountain, strong and full of life, while someone in their 40s struggles just to catch their breath climbing the stairs? Well, the difference isn't luck or good genes, though those certainly help. The real difference comes down to daily habits that either add years to your life or silently steal them away. I'm about to share something that might shock you. Many of the habits you've developed over decades, habits you might think are harmless or even good for you, could actually be shortening your lifespan right now, without you even realizing it. And what's worse, the damage happens so gradually that by the time you notice, years of vibrant living have already been stolen from you. But here's the good news: it's never too late to change course. I've spent years researching and observing the habits that truly make a difference in how we age, and I've discovered that making just a few simple changes can dramatically improve how many healthy, active years you have ahead. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits to drop and what to replace them with to reclaim those years. Before we dive in, I want you to think about this. What would you do with an extra decade of active living? Would you finally explore the places you've always dreamed of visiting? Would you spend more quality time with the people who truly matter to you? Because that's what we're really talking about here, not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. So let's get started. The first habit silently stealing years from your life is something so common you probably did it today, sitting for extended periods. I know, it seems harmless. After all, what's wrong with relaxing in your favorite chair? Well, it turns out, quite a lot. When we sit for hours at a time, our bodies essentially go into shutdown mode. Blood flow slows, metabolism crawls to a halt, and inflammation builds up. And this isn't just about feeling stiff when you stand up. One study found that for every hour of sitting beyond 3 hours a day, you lose about 22 minutes of your life. Think about that. If you're sitting for 8 hours a day, that's nearly 2 hours of your life gone, every single day. But the solution isn't to stand all day either. The key is movement and variety. Instead of watching TV for 3 hours straight, get up during every commercial break and march in place. Do some gentle stretches, or simply walk around your home. Set a timer if you need to, but try not to sit for more than 30 minutes without taking a movement break. Even better, replace some sitting activities with standing or moving ones. Take phone calls while walking around your yard. Do gentle stretches while watching the news. The goal isn't intense exercise. It's simply avoiding being completely sedentary for long periods. Your body was designed to move, and honoring that design could add years to your life. This leads perfectly into the second life-stealing habit, avoiding strength training because you think it's too late or too difficult. I hear this all the time: I'm too old to start lifting weights, or that's for younger folks. This mindset alone can cut years off your life. Here's something that might surprise you: muscle loss is one of the biggest predictors of early death in older adults. Starting around age 30, we lose about 3–5% of our muscle mass each decade if we don't actively work to maintain it. By the time you're 70, that adds up to a lot of lost strength and function. But here's the amazing thing: your muscles don't know how old you are. Studies have shown that people in their 90s can still build muscle and gain strength. And you don't need fancy equipment or gym memberships. Simple bodyweight exercises like wall push-ups, chair squats, or even just repeatedly standing up from a seated position can make a tremendous difference. Start small, just 5–10 minutes, twice a week. Use soup cans as light weights if you want. The important thing is to challenge your muscles regularly. By building and maintaining your strength, you're not just adding years to your life, you're maintaining your independence and ability to do the things you love. Now, I promise to keep you interested throughout this video. So let me ask you, have you noticed how many people our age seem to be getting shorter as they get older? That hunched posture isn't inevitable. It's often the result of our third life-stealing habit, neglecting your posture and spine health. Poor posture doesn't just make you look older, it actually accelerates aging from the inside out. When you slouch, you compress your internal organs, restrict your breathing, and put tremendous strain on your spine. This leads to poor digestion, reduced oxygen intake, and chronic pain, all of which can significantly shorten your lifespan. The solution starts with awareness. Right now, as you're watching this video, check your posture. Are your shoulders rolled forward, Is your chin jutting out? Is your back curved like a C instead of an S? Just bringing awareness to your posture throughout the day can create massive changes over time. Try this simple exercise. Every hour, stand with your back against a wall, with your heels, buttocks, shoulders, and head all touching the wall. Hold this position for 30 seconds while taking deep breaths. This resets your posture and reminds your body what proper alignment feels like. Also, strengthen the muscles that support good posture, particularly your upper back muscles. A simple exercise is to sit tall and squeeze your shoulder blades together for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 times, 3 times a day. By maintaining good posture, you're not just looking taller and more confident, you're giving your internal organs the space they need to function optimally, allowing for better breathing, digestion, and overall health. This alone could add years to your life. I'd love to hear which of these habits you're going to work on first. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're finding it valuable so far. It really helps others like you find this information. Now, let's talk about something that might be more controversial. Our fourth life-stealing habit, eating like you're still 30. Your metabolism changes dramatically as you age, but many of us keep eating the same portions and types of foods we did decades ago. What worked for your body at 30 or 40 simply doesn't work the same way at 60, 70, or beyond. Your metabolism slows by about 2% per decade after age 20, and your nutritional needs change too. Continuing to eat like you did in your younger years creates chronic inflammation, weight gain, and puts enormous stress on your organs, all factors that can significantly shorten your lifespan. The solution isn't a restrictive diet that makes you miserable. Instead, it's about making strategic adjustments. First, consider reducing your portions slightly. Many find that they need about 20% fewer calories than they did in middle age. Second, focus on nutrient density, foods that give you the most nutritional bang for your caloric buck. Dark leafy greens, colorful vegetables, berries, fatty fish, and nuts should become staples. And perhaps most importantly, pay attention to how different foods make you feel. That spicy food you used to enjoy might now cause uncomfortable digestion issues. The after-dinner cocktail might now interfere with your sleep. Honor these changes in your body and adjust accordingly. By eating in a way that's appropriate for your age and current metabolism, you reduce inflammation, support your immune system, and give your body the specific nutrients it needs for longevity. This mindful approach to eating could easily add healthy years to your life. The fifth habit stealing years from your life is one that's become particularly common in our modern world: social isolation. As we age, our social circles naturally shrink. Friends move away, loved ones pass on, and mobility issues can make it harder to get out and socialize. But allowing yourself to become socially isolated is as dangerous for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The human brain is wired for connection. When we lack regular, meaningful social interaction, our stress hormones rise, inflammation increases, and our immune function declines. Studies have found that lonely people have a 50% higher risk of premature death compared to those with healthy social connections. The solution is to be proactive about creating and maintaining connections. This doesn't mean you need to become a social butterfly or attend large gatherings if that's not your style. Quality matters more than quantity. Even having just 1 or 2 close friends you speak with regularly can make a tremendous difference to your health and longevity. Consider joining a class or group focused on something you enjoy, whether that's gardening, books, crafts, or local history. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Schedule regular video calls with family members who live far away. Or simply make a point of having a friendly conversation with someone every day, even if it's just the cashier at the grocery store. Building these connections takes effort, especially if you've been isolated for a while, but the payoff in terms of your health and longevity is enormous. Social connections don't just make life more enjoyable, they literally keep you alive longer. The sixth habit draining years from your life is one that many of us struggle with: poor sleep habits. As we age, our sleep patterns naturally change. We may have a harder time falling asleep, stay asleep for shorter periods, or wake up earlier than we'd like. But instead of adapting healthy sleep practices, many of us develop habits that make these natural changes even worse. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you feeling tired the next day. It's linked to increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline, and a significantly shorter lifespan. When you consistently get inadequate sleep, your body can't properly repair cells, clear toxins from your brain, or regulate critical hormones. The solution starts with taking sleep seriously. Create a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Remove electronics, especially TVs and phones, which emit blue light that disrupts your natural sleep hormones. Also, be mindful of when you consume caffeine and alcohol. As we age, our bodies process these substances more slowly. The coffee you could drink at 4 p.m. in your 40s might now keep you up until 2 a.m. The nightcap that used to help you fall asleep might now wake you up at 3 a.m. when your body processes the sugar. By prioritizing good sleep hygiene, you're not just improving how you feel day to day, you're actively extending your life. Quality sleep is like a nightly tune-up for your body and brain, and without it, everything breaks down more quickly. We've covered a lot of ground, and I appreciate you staying with me. Our seventh and final life-stealing habit might be the most important of all: resisting change and getting stuck in your ways. As we age, it's natural to find comfort in routine and familiarity. Change becomes more difficult and sometimes even feels threatening. But this resistance to adaptation and new experiences accelerates aging on both a psychological and physiological level. When we stop learning new things, trying new activities, or adapting to changing circumstances, our brains form fewer new neural connections. This cognitive stagnation is strongly linked to faster rates of cognitive decline and a shorter overall lifespan. The solution is to deliberately seek out novelty and embrace change, even in small ways. Learn a new skill, whether it's a language, a craft, or how to use a new technology. Take a different route when you go for your daily walk. Try foods from cuisines you've never experienced before. Read books in genres you typically avoid. The point isn't to overwhelm yourself with massive life changes, but rather to regularly challenge your brain to adapt and form new connections. This neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change and grow, doesn't disappear with age. It just needs to be exercised, like any other aspect of health. By staying flexible and open to new experiences, you're not just making life more interesting, you're literally keeping your brain younger and adding years to your life. So there you have it. None of these changes require special equipment, expensive supplements, or drastic lifestyle overhauls. They're simple adjustments that, when applied consistently, can dramatically increase both the length and quality of your life. Before I sign off, I'd love to know which of these habits resonated most with you. Which one will you start changing today? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this information valuable, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living your best life at any age. Remember, it's never too late to make changes that improve your health and add years to your life. The best time to start was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video here.